Alrighty, let's make these two delicious baked whole chickens. We're going to start. I already cleaned the whole chickens with vinegar and lime juice, and then I drained it in water. So make sure you clean the chicken before we add all the delicious seasoning. Now let's get started with the seasonings. Get started by adding juice of a whole grapefruit on each of my whole chicken, as well as juice of a whole lime. With a knife, I'm going to start poking the chicken to make holes. That way, when we're seasoning in, the seasoning gets inside the chicken and becomes so much more flavorful. That's a little trick. Now let's get started. I have here tuco seasoning, which is a Peruvian seasoning, which has paprika. It also has dried bay leaves. It has cumin powder. So if you have that, just add that. I'm also adding like 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper on each of my whole chicken. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of salt to each whole chicken. So this seasonings is to each chicken. We want to season it the same way. Now let's add 1 cup of melted butter, so half a cup on each chicken. This is going to add so much flavor and color. And now we're going to be adding 1 tablespoon of minced garlic to each of my whole chicken. Fresh ingredients, garlic. I love garlic, so much flavor to any dish. And I'm also adding 1 tablespoon of sofrito to each of my chicken. So this sofrito I have here red onions and red and green bell peppers blended together. Now using my clean hands, we're going to massage our seasoning into our chicken. And as you can tell, those holes that we made before, you want to make sure the seasoning is inside the holes as well, just so the chicken can be flavorful. Now let's flip our chicken the other way because we're going to do the same thing. We're going to poke some holes in the back and we're going to start seasoning again with the same seasoning. These two chicken do not lack in flavor. We're going to start with the Peruvian tuco seasoning. Now if you don't have them, do not worry, just add fresh sweet paprika and cumin powder as well. That's all you need. 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, as well as 1 tablespoon each of salt. Now let's massage it. Make sure the chicken is fully covered in the seasoning. I'm making the holes again in the back. Please make sure you don't cut yourself. Alrighty, my secret ingredient is adding a tablespoon of mustard to the chicken, as well as 1 tablespoon each of Worcestershire sauce. And don't make fun of me, I don't even know how to say that word. Now we're gonna add fresh rosemary leaves, as well as fresh oregano leaves. And of course, we'll have to mix in the mustard. So again, I'm just mixing and massaging the chicken with all of the ingredients, making sure they're filled with the seasoning. And as you can see, every time you buy a whole chicken, it comes with like the gizzards, the neck, and all of that. Guys, do not throw that away. Let's season it with the seasoning, as you can see what I'm doing. And we're gonna bake this. We're gonna cook this because it's delicious, okay? Now we are ready to bake this whole chicken, 2 whole chicken in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Now after the hour, as you can see, the chicken is starting to get some color. Look at all of the juice that both of the chicken released. We did not add oil, we did not add water. This is just the juice from the whole chicken. What I'm doing is just adding some of that stock on top of the chicken so it can be nice and moist. And now we're going to flip it over on the other side because we do want to cook the other side of the chicken so it can have some color. Again, some more of that stock on top. This is flavor. Now we're going to put it back in the oven and cook this for 40 more minutes at 350 degrees. After 40 minutes, the chicken has some color. Again, we're going to add more of that juice, chicken stock on top, and we're going to flip it over again. Alrighty, let's add more of that stock. Listen, this was gonna keep the chicken from being dry. We're gonna bake this in the oven for 1 more hour at 350 degrees. And after that, you got two delicious moist whole chicken. You can serve this with rice, with mashed potatoes, with a salad. Hope you guys enjoyed this delicious baked whole chicken, and I'll see you on my next video.